Greetings, buenas noches. Me llamo Pedro Esteban Lopez, acá Peta-de-Aztlan. Wanted to record this just to share with people how I became homeless. Once upon a time, I worked for the redevelopment agency here in Sacramento. I was a senior office assistant. Things were going well. Alcohol kept on creeping up on me. I got fired eventually. They were really gracious to me. Anyway, I got my severance check. This was supposed to be around 91. And then I figured since I never sold dope before, or did dope before, I'd make a great crank dealer. I got my little severance check and I started dealing crank in small amounts, and I got strung out and ended up being my best customer. I was shooting up dope. It was less than 2 years my being strung out, and then I eventually predictably ended up homeless. So my life has been a long and winding road with twists and turns along the way, ups and downs, ins and outs. And many people have come and many people have gone. Now I'm involved with a group called CASA, Christians Against Substance Addiction, and another group called Dual Recovery Anonymous, DRA, which is another 12-step group that emphasizes the linkage between chemical dependency and mental illness / spiritual sickness. So I'm at the point now where I believe that many of the issues involving homeless people are also connected up with substance abuse / addiction, substance addiction. And this is a worldwide problem. And not just here in Sacramento, but worldwide. So we have to stop and think, why are so many people trying to escape from comprehending or seeing connected reality? Why? Because they're so damn ugly. Because poverty, oppression, suffering brings people to despair. They want to escape. So they escape through dope, booze, sex. Sometimes the escape can be clean, going skiing. Many times the harmful forms of addiction can kill. The word addiction itself, it's in the old version of the original King James, the word addicted. Addiction means devotion. People who are devoted to their Lord, devoted to their dope. So we need to combat substance addiction, and that to me is one of the main tools that we have against combating homelessness and combating the kinds of conditions and situations that result in people being homeless. Now, we're not talking about a bunch of innocent angels out in Tent City here. We're talking about people taking responsibility for their own lives. And we can blame the government, and in many ways the government is to blame. We can blame society for being cold and callous, but ultimately we need to blame ourselves. You know, those of us who have become addicted, who are now working on the recovery, who because of their addiction became homeless, we have to blame ourselves and take responsibility, be accountable, and realizing that there is no escape, false escape, true escape through dealing with drugs and getting strung out and smoking a crack pipe. Those are all manifestations of mental illness and spiritual sickness. So that brings us to the whole thing, what came first, the chicken or the egg? I believe that we need to work on our mental illness, we need to work on our spiritual sickness, and that as a rule, the manifestation of physical drug addiction is rooted in our souls being sick. We need now spiritual healing so we can get well. That's just my spin on events. Like, I could be wrong. But what if I'm right? Think about it. Another addiction. Tobacco. Another addiction. Caffeine. God bless you. Help the homeless.